Matt Rife's $39 million comedic empire is not funny. Hence why he was cluelessly performing around Los Angeles for 11 years until he finally learned not comedy, but marketing, where he invented 3 revolutionary marketing tactics that have never been revealed before, until I did a deep investigation on him and figured out how he had seemingly overnight meteoric rocket ship to fame to now bring in millions of drooling moms to his audience to sell out and make Matt millions on every single one of his shows. Hey, I'm Marley Jax. I've made over $5 million in my business. I've won 3 Two Comma Club awards, and I now have a business that helps other entrepreneurs market their business, where combined, my companies make 7 figures a year, but my bread and butter is to take interesting, what seems to be like normal famous celebrities like Matt Rife, but I pick out the marketing secrets that are actually what keep them famous, so that you can apply them to your business to become the disruptive leader of your industry too. The first tactic you see Matt use was through his initial rise to fame that parallels precisely what the top marketers do who make upwards of tens of millions of dollars. Matt Rife, before his recent rise to fame as a comedian that white moms simp over, was grinding around LA for 11 years trying black comedy clubs, going on improv shows like Wild 'N Out, and just tons of grinding, until he landed on TikTok, testing tons and tons of styles, where initially he came in with his style of comedy appealing to more black people, and tons of other styles, until there was a moment where he did this improv bit flirting with a 40-ish-year-old white mom who is absolutely in love with Matt's sexy body. This TikTok absolutely blew up, sending Matt towards creating more and more of these. But how does this show any of Matt's marketing genius? That's because if you look at Facebook ads, that is precisely what is done as well. You test hundreds and thousands of campaigns until you see one hit. Then you go and spend more on that one. That's exactly how you go viral with organic content too. With YouTube or Instagram, you guys need to see it as just the same as Facebook ads. It's just a marketing platform where you test tons of different campaign messaging angles, just like Matt did. Targeting black people, doing dark comedy, doing more bubbly comedy, until he landed on the TikTok of him targeting white moms and flirting with them, which was the campaign angle that blew up. So the takeaway is find the winning ad campaign for you, then double, quadruple, or in Matt's case, hundreduple down on it, where he made thousands of TikToks targeting the same audience with the exact same type of jokes that would appeal to white moms, which then led him to selling out all his shows, making his $39 million. But the issue still lays where Matt, yes, had this attention coming in, and yes, he doubled down by posting more of the same style, but how did he keep the attention going? How did he continue the flywheel that led to the $39 million net worth that he was able to retain, not just make once and then lose it all? Well, that comes down to the second strategy that I like to call the self-wade rider. What is this? It ties to this concept called social hacking that by now, most of you probably know. There's AI going viral, quick, make some videos about it. Oh my God, Bitcoin is so hot right now, make videos about it now. Yes, that works, but this comes down to social hacking or social wave riding, just a tiny portion of the AI or Bitcoin audience that already exists. But what Matt Rife did was self-wave ride, where as if smashing a hammer worthy of a skyscraper-sized giant, it's as if Matt slammed that thing right into the ocean, created his own massive ripple wave effect of women in love with his comedy. Then what he did was double down on that wave. For instance, one of his comedy specials, he named it OnlyFans, because he knew that his female audience would be searching up Matt Rife OnlyFans. And instead of seeing Matt's naked body, they would see his new comedy special. And guess what? Buy. Hence attaching himself to his own wave he created, making him millions of dollars with free traffic. But finally, this is the contemplation you guys may have after you explode onto the scene like this, with using social media as if you're testing multiple ad campaigns. Then you continue that flywheel of attention by bringing in more audiences, by riding your own self-generated attention wave. But how do you actually manage all the downs that come with the ups? On Matt's end, yeah, he's getting attention. Yeah, he's making millions. But with that comes horrendous hate that he gets. People trash on him all over for him being unfunny, just making trash comedy, but winning through his looks.
Fuck how he looks. He's definitely not funny. He's definitely not gonna be able to make me laugh.
And in one of his interviews, he mentioned how he got all the hate in 2022 that all went to his head. He was genuinely contemplating giving his entire comedy career up and going back to working in his hometown. But then he talked about in an interview how a very specific mindset, which more precisely I synthesized into a marketing tactic that he used to keep himself going, and it was that that through this depressive episode, he told himself how it was actually that he was in this comedy game in the past 10 years and how the hate that he was getting was now, yes, painful, but it was the decade of experience he had before that that led to him now being fine with it now. He built thick skin. He could take it. Therefore, it led to him getting out of the depression. But the issue is, many of us marketers trying to go viral don't have that thick skin built up as the rotten tomato thrown experience as comedians like Matt has. But for us, I developed what I call the hive mind mindset that actually allows us to actually realize why you have this fear of hate in the first place and why the hate just turns out to be a genuinely massive win for you, where it might even allow you to hit a net worth of $39 million like Matt has, but without the pain of 10 years of building thick skin and just easily get the results that he has. And that comes down to realizing that social media is just a live representation hive mind of yourself and all of us. Where, for instance, when you say something in person, in a few years, people realize that you may believe something different after many life experiences. For instance, let's say you absolutely hate avocados. You go around saying this mashup gooey green barf is just gross. Then over months to come, you eat it a few times here on some avocado toast and they're over there in a Chipotle bowl, and you start to realize you love that gooey texture. So to all your friends, you start saying you love avocados after you've acquired the taste for it. Do they hate you for changing your mind? Will they never talk to you again? Hell no, they are normal people. People know that people change, but normal human psychology, people falsely think isn't transferred to social media, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, whatever social media is our new hive mind of communication. Let's say you're just representing the beliefs of how much you hate avocados on social media. However, in a few months, once you love avocados, you can say that, and that's also fine. You just have to paint the picture well. However, the issue is so many marketers and creators are just so scared to say even just the slightly controversial beliefs that they have because they believe, oh shoot, I said that. This is on a YouTube video. Now I gotta stick with this belief forever. Guess what? No, you don't. And as long as you express the belief that changed, that belief showing why you now love avocados after acquiring a taste for it, or any other belief you change, people will still love you. Therefore, now that your mindset is broken on realizing that you can say more controversial beliefs and change them later, realize how powerful this belief is. Go and cancel yourself, like I did in another video. Go check that out. We'll link it in the description. I canceled myself. It worked. It was great. We won some awards for it. Or go and say that you believe in aliens, whatever. The point is to be fine with being in this controversial conversation where Matt can lay in now because he's built thick skin, but through this skin was this precise mindset that he built of realizing social media is just a hive mind for a conversation, ever shifting and fine if you shift, which then made him his $39 million, and that's how you can too. As I mentioned earlier, Matt Rife had some insanely lucrative strategies, but his net worth nowhere near that of Taylor Swift, who recently made $1.1 billion. I analyzed specific secret marketing tactics on how she drums up drama all over, everywhere, to ultimately allow her to sell 4.35 million tickets and hit a net worth of $1.1 billion by age 33. So if you guys want to hear about that, check this video right here, and we'll see you guys there.